Hey everyone, welcome to another video, and yes, and welcome to another round of the Google Autofill game. Yes, this is another video of me playing the Google Autofill game. And if you don't know what the Google Autofill game is, watch my previous videos when I did all these things, the Google Autofill game. And basically what it is, you go on Google and you type in one part of a question, and then you allow the Google Autofill to fill in the rest of your question, and then you answer the question. You do it from A to Z, you answer to the best of your ability, and you have a lot of fun with it. So yeah, that's basically the gist you'll see as how the game goes as I play it. So here we go. Here's another round of the Google Autofill game, and this question is Game of Thrones Google Autofill? Alright, let's do this. I'll type in A, and the first question is Game of Thrones a soap opera? Game of Thrones is not a soap opera, no. Have you seen soap operas? Have you seen The Young and Restless? Have you seen Passions? The Days of Our Lives? Yes, I know fucking soap operas. I have people in my family who watch soap operas. They're god-awful. Game of Thrones is no soap opera. It's an action, fantasy, dramatic show with amazing characters and great writing. Stuff that soap operas don't have. Alright. Let's go with B. Is Game of Thrones based on history? No, it is not. Could you imagine, though, long ago in the 14th century, the man fought the White Walkers? I wish it was history. That'd be amazing history. God, give me a time machine so I can go to that history. So no, it's not based on history. Alright, C. Is Game of Thrones cancelled? No, it is not cancelled. It'll never be cancelled because Game of Thrones, as of now, is one of the most popular shows ever on television, and I think it's probably one of the most popular television shows ever. Like, I've never seen a show so popular. And it should be. It's amazing. Alright, D. Is Game of Thrones done? It is not done. There's 2 more seasons left for Game of Thrones, about 13 episodes left, all in all. So they're going to spread 13 episodes into 2 seasons, so probably 7 and 8, which is sad, because Game of Thrones has sadly come to an end. It's an amazing show. I don't want it to be finished. I wish there's like 50 seasons. I wish it does what The Simpsons doing, because Simpsons doesn't fucking end, but Game of Thrones I actually don't want to end. Simpsons should have ended 20 years ago. Sorry, but yeah. Next is E. Is Game of Thrones ending soon? I just said that. Yes, it's ending in 2 seasons. Sadly. Alright, F. Is Game of Thrones for nerds? Yes. I think more nerdy people like Game of Thrones, again, because it's about dragons, kings and queens, and knights. It's a fantasy story. A lot of nerds love it. I'm a nerd. I love it, but I've actually met a lot of people who aren't nerdy that do like Game of Thrones. I think it's for everybody. It depends on what your taste is. If you like good things, then you like Game of Thrones. Alright. G. Is Game of Thrones gory? Oh, is it gory? People get their heads chopped off, there's limbs coming off, people get their throats slit. Watch The Red Wedding. Watch how many people's throats get slit in The Red Wedding. And any wedding of the Game of Thrones, people are dying and getting poisoned and shit. So yeah, Game of Thrones is very violent. Alright, next is H. Is Game of Thrones hard to read? I guess they're talking about the books. The books, Songs of Fire and Ice, amazing books. I've read the books. They're not hard to read, they're not. I think you gotta like the fantasy element. If you don't like fantasy stories, then maybe it'll be a lot maybe it might be a little hard to read, you know, with the mythological talk and stuff. And a lot of fantasy stories tend to have a lot of characters, and if you can't keep track of all the characters, then you might get confused. But I think all in all, no, it's not hard to read. Alright, I. Is Game of Thrones in Spanish? Espanol? I don't know. If any of you are from Spain, let me know if it's in Spanish. That'd be kind of funny to see. Hello? Espanol? I can't speak Spanish, so I don't know what I'm doing, so. Alright, J. Is Game of Thrones jumping the shark? Fuck no, it's not. It never jumps the shark. There's no sharks in Game of Thrones. It's not jumping the shark. No. Alright, K. Oh, there's no K. Damn it. L. Is Game of Thrones like Lord of the Rings? No, Game of Thrones is not like Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones are very different shows, different characters, different story elements, very different. Game of Thrones is very R-rated, very violent, and it's very political, too. It's not like Lord of the Rings. There's similarities to Lord of the Rings, but not really at all like Lord of the Rings, so no. Alright, M is Game of Thrones medieval. Very medieval. There's kings, queens, knights, and dragons. It's very medieval. Yes, I'd say it's very medieval, yes. Alright, N is Game of Thrones nerdy. I answered that. Yes, it is. Alright. O is Game of Thrones on Show Me. It is not on Show Me. It's HBO show, so it's probably on Crave TV, but not Show Me. No, no. P is Game of Thrones profitable. Yes, have you seen the merchandise of Game of Thrones? Not just the books and the sales of the Blu-rays and DVDs, but the shirts, the toys, everything. It's very profitable. It's probably got the most merchandise out there. It's right there with Star Wars and anything comic book related. Game of Thrones, very profitable. Alright, next is Q. Oh, there's no Q. About R, is Game of Thrones really that good? It is that good. The characters, the performances, the story. It's loyal to the source material, but also very different with the source material. The action is mind-blowingly awesome. It's about politics, but it's also about characters. It's an amazing character study show. Every actor is fantastic. Lena Headey, Peter Dinklage, Kit Harington, Rose Leslie, Sean Bean when he's in the first season, and everyone's great in Game of Thrones. It's a fantastic show. It really is that good. Alright, S. Is Game of Thrones scary? At times, the White Walkers are very scary, but it's not like a horror show, so it's not that scary, but it can be. Alright, T. Is Game of Thrones the biggest show in the world? I think so, yes, I really do. I really think it is. Alright, U. Is Game of Thrones up to date with the books? It's actually way ahead of the books. The books are trailing behind now. The books were way ahead, but now this past season went just way ahead, so I'm excited now, because now you don't know what's going to happen to any characters. No characters are safe now, so it's scary. Next is V. Is Game of Thrones vulgar? Actually, it really is. There's lots of C words, F words, and a lot of other words, too. It's very vulgar. Yes, if people are thinking, it's a medieval show, how's it vulgar? It's vulgar. It's very vulgar. Alright, next is W. Is Game of Thrones worth watching? It is so worth watching. Again, it's one of the greatest shows on television. The writing, the direction, the characters, it's just fantastic. Especially if you're an action or fantasy fan. Please give this a watch. It's so good. Alright, next is X. No X, damn it. Y. No Y? Oh, man. There better be a Z. Z. Every Z. Oh my god. Is Game of Thrones about zombies? No, it's not about zombies. I get the zombies question every Google Autofill game. It's not about zombies. It's not about zombies. White Walkers are not technically zombies, but if you want to count them as zombies, sure, if you want to count them as zombies, but it's not about the White Walkers. It's about the characters. It's about the human characters and stuff. It's about mostly Tyrion Lannister, Daenerys, Jon Snow, Arya, Sansa, Brandon, Theon Greyjoy, Cersei, Jaime, all those characters. They're all the main characters. It's all about them. It's not about the White Walkers or the zombies and stuff. So yeah, it's not about zombies. It's not about zombies. So yeah, that was the Google Autofill game for Is Game of Thrones Google Autofill. So thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for the next few days. I have a lot of top 10s and rankings all coming out. I know everyone's probably thinking, I haven't done a top 10 list in a while, but if you guys remember a year ago when I did my top 10 movies I hate but everyone else likes, and movies I like but everyone else hates, remember those top 10 lists? I know everyone loved those videos. I'm going to be doing a part 2 for all those videos. Yes, I'm going to be making 2 new videos about 2 new top 10 lists of the top 10 movies I hate but everyone else likes, and movies I like but everyone else hates. Yes, completely different movies this time, and I'm going to have a lot of fun with it. It might be an annual thing. I loved doing it last year, so I'm going to be doing it again, so look forward to those top 10 lists. And if you like this video, please like, subscribe to this channel, and join the dark side.